Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking about the biggest price drop in camera history, probably. Now this may be the biggest price drop, however it's not for the bestest camera. What it is from Sigma. Sigma a wee while ago released its flagship camera. Yes, Sigma make digital SLRs, if you didn't know that already. Their camera was the sd1. And it was a 15 megapixel camera, but it wasn't really 15 megapixels. Well, it was, but they tried to claim it was actually a 46 megapixel camera. Effectively, it's got a completely different type of sensor from what you get in normal cameras, where instead of having pixel holes, it's got a green pixel, a red pixel, and then a blue pixel, or in some position, on top of each other. And so in total it looks like 15, but the image can be interpolated into a 46 megapixel. Some of the tests and reviews that were done on it showed that it actually only made it go up to about 30 megapixels, not really 46, but 30 was great. However, it was an APS-C size censored camera, so it wasn't even like a full frame camera. It had no video functions whatsoever, so it was just all very much still photography only. Its ISO range was okay, it was from about 100 to 6400, however the noise tests that were done on it didn't show it too well. And also exposure seemed to be a lot darker compared to another sensor having the same settings. And its frames per second were pretty pump. I think it was only like about 3.5 or 4 frames a second, so you're not really going to be using it for sports. And the sensor only had about 11 focus points on it as well. So again, not amazing. But however, its price at the time was nearly £5,000. Everyone was kind of going, whoa, wait a minute, okay, £5,000. Maybe it's 46 megapixels, amazing, okay, £5,000. But for a crop censored camera, and also can I put Nikon or Canon lenses on it? No, you could only put the Sigma lenses on it. Okay, so what happened? Nobody bought it. Nobody at all. I don't think a single person bought it whatsoever. So Sigma have kind of gone, oops, right, nobody's bought a really expensive overpriced camera, let's drop the price. And they have dropped it a whopper. They've brought it down from, I think it was exactly on a UK website, it was £4,799. They brought it down to £1,850. Huge! And with some camera companies such as Sony, they did something a little bit like that with their A900, which is around about a £2,000 camera, and they brought out an A850, which was pretty much the same 24 megapixel full frame camera, but it had a little bit less frames a second, and its buffer rate was a bit smaller, and they managed to chop off an extra kind of £300 or so. But with this, nothing has changed. It is exactly the same camera, same functions, same settings, same build, everything, and yet it's about £3,000 cheaper. So for all the people that didn't buy it at the start, you're just kind of going, whoa, I saved. Well, actually, I don't think anyone's still going to buy it. The actual sensor itself is potentially a very good sensor. However, the amount of money and technology that's been put behind it hasn't been nearly as much as what is being pumped into the CMOS sensors from like Canon and Nikon. The other thing is the camera body itself got quite a lot of reviews saying it's a bit weird. I like where its buttons are and what its functions are and how you can set the exposure and manual and you know, all that kind of stuff. It was just a bit naff, and none of that has changed. So the naff bits are still as naff, the functions are exactly the same as what it was, the specifications are exactly the same as it was, the price has massively dropped. Is anyone going to buy it? I don't think so. Is it an interesting one to see the technology of sensor development in a different direction? Yes, it is. Is it a good direction? Not at the moment, because nobody else is really following it, and because of that, it's not really developing at the same pace as the other CMOS sensors that you get in other cameras. But what would be nice is if other camera companies thought, ooh, wow, look, Sigma have dropped their camera by £3,000. Let's do that as well. So imagine if the Nikon D4 suddenly went from 5,000 down to 2,000. Amazing. Never gonna happen.